Hello everybody, welcome to a special episode of Day Job. We got our mead, we got a deck, we got a responsibility to play some Netrunner. Let's do it. Alright, so we're going to be playing, I'm trying to work on some new stuff. That's where we're at. Just kind of a weird deck idea I had. We're gonna see if we can make it work. Lots of upgrades. I had Giordano Memorial Fields, that might be better. Hey Miles, what's up, dude? NGOs might be better than Rashida's because we're playing Arella. I don't know. We're gonna find out. I've been winning with it, but I've been changing it each time, so who knows? Yo, Balder. No, see, we're not doing this. We're not doing the thing where you keep jumping on and off the lap because you're not in like an exact perfect position. Here you go. There you go. Max Snuggles. Balder, I'm not gonna let you fall, but you gotta chill, because we're not doing the thing where you jump on and off my lap over and over and over again. Stop. Alright. Because now I'm not even able to focus on my opening hand, so either just lay down and chill, or I'm gonna lock you out. Secret smoke stuff. Oh, exciting. I mean, we're probably just going to get blown out here, if I'm being completely honest. That's a bad, double bad opening hands that we got. I'll probably get the corporate sales team here. But yeah. Dorm computer. We're like battle of the off-brand decks over here. Alright. So I think... No, that's not what I meant to do. Undo, click. Alright, so let's plan out our turn. So, we need ice on all of the servers. So, I think we're going to do the gatekeeper. No, but we're not going to do that first. Alright, so first things first, we're going to put Arella in server 1. And also put Strongbox in there. And we'll put the gatekeeper on R&D, and we'll get a buck. Because what we're trying to set up here is we're trying to set up, like, upgrade hell. Where we can, just beat our opponent on upgrades. And then we don't have to worry about holding agendas because we'll just, any agenda we draw, we'll just put right into the remote. Alright, so I'd like to draw here. This is perfect. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put this also into the remote. And we're going to put the IP block there. Now, I'm not a moron, and I did put breaker bays in here, so that's good. So, it's not optimal, but I'd like to draw for that. Somewhat. I started with a much worse, like, Jinja shell. And then I've gotten closer to what he had been playing. Alright, so let's draw. Let's put this on archives. And then we're going to put that in the remote. Because if we can get a breaker bay in there and get all of those upgrades for free, or force the pop of the political operative, that would be lovely. And we'll ditch one of these. Of course, they immediately get another agenda. Sure. That pull up is not great for us. I'm thinking about swapping out the lockbox or strongbox for Giordano Memorial Field. Rough in what way? Yeah. And if I don't have lockbox, I can also get rid of the enhanced login protocols for like 2 more money cards. Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of edits. Because this is a work in progress. I love people's feedback. Ooh, a Nexus. I'm going to be a dick about it. Because then they won't be able to clear both tags. Or they will, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this deck, this is like a bullshit deck that like hard beats the bad strategy that we're trying to play. Yeah, there's no way. There's like literally no way we score through on like any of this. Because we're completely like linked out already. Yeah, I mean, we're fucked. Yep, good game. All right, let's move on to the next game. We may need some of that card that lets you shuffle agendas back in. The attitude adjustment. We gotta just play high and tight. Is there? Love these 4 agenda hands, but we just... All right, we're starting to stabilize a little bit. More booze. It's not as good as the stuff that I made, but it's still pretty good. Oh, or we could just draw only agendas. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 9 agendas in the top 10 cards. Yeah, sure. What's another bad pub among friends? I mean, the other thing to keep in mind is it could always just be that my deck is bad. I think I want the remote enforcement. Because then if we can actually manage to score it, then we can install an ice and Rashida. So we can just put a Fairchild right in there. All right, now we're humming. Realistically, we gotta get rid of that. That's really cute. That was a really interesting play on their part. I don't know if I agree with it, because now what we're going to do is we're going to put Arella in server 1 and put that in there with it. Then put this on archives. And then gain $1. Because now if they try to go in there and get it, we can just overwrite it, I don't know, I just feel like we're broke all the friggin' time. I don't know. What do people think? Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, Jeeves also does work. We just don't have a ton of slots, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. We need to see if we can bluff them through there. Yeah. I mean, also, this bad pub is just slaying the shit out of us. So were you on a ginger list, Thomas? Yeah, I mean, we can work on that. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. Are you on Slack, Thomas? If so, shoot me that list and I'll fire it up. Yeah, there's no way. Because, like, we can't even beat, like, hot garbage decks. All right, let's do it. Thanks very much, Thomas. Let's take a look and see how we do. I really don't like this hand. Let's mulligan that. GLHF. Alright. So I think we put the Jeeves out. And we just money up. Pawn shop. Some wild stuff is happening. We're in the wildlands, kids. Wow. No ice draws. This is a very light ice deck. Surprisingly light, I would say. We're not going to get very far if we can't build the server. We're basically losing the entire advantage of our identity here. Yep, and there goes Jeeves. How are you justifying Jinja with such a light ice build? Like, that's what I'm not understanding. Like, usually Jinja builds have at least 16 ice. We're playing up against some really interesting stuff as well. No, we're playing a different list now. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately now we can't really keep anybody out of anything. We just have to try to jam. Hey Chris, welcome. Yeah, we're gonna keep trying out different Asa builds. This is not what we're currently playing. Interesting. Yeah, it's okay. We're just giving it a shot. Seeds, it's going. We're trying some Asa stuff and drinking some mead. See, this would be really good. I would really treasure it if we could eat up some Cerberus counters. So this is the safest it's gonna be. And we're just gonna money up. Yeah, it is. It is basically like core Paley. Yeah, I mean, anytime you're playing an ice-dependent deck, Thomas, you're going to be making those choices based on what breakers you think you're most likely to face in a competitive event. 100%. Yeah, I agree. Mm-mm-mm. Another imp? They probably meant to click clone ship. Nice. They are completely broke. They got rid of their clone ship, so they can't threaten. So that means that we are going to lateral growth into server 3. And then we're just going to advance this twice. This is rough, kids. Yeah. Oh, the wall static would have been the smarter play there. Oh well. What the hell is that? Oh, cute. The reboot card for Pawn Shop. These Turings are basically blank. Our one hope is basically that we can get the wall of static and one of the Ikawas down and win that way. That's our out, basically. We could do it. We could definitely do it. Remember, also, lucky picks are always a thing. Our opponent could always just get a lucky pull here and win. What is happening? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. You lose next turn. I mean, that was a little... Alright, so here's the thing. I think generally speaking, the Cyberdexes are not doing enough. I think we need 2 vanillas. We need cheap ice. Or we need 3 IP blocks. Yeah, we need IP block. We need to slow people down. Let's do that. Live fast, beat ass. Let's do it. Architects is okay, but we need cheap stuff. This stream is brought to you by 20% alcohol mead. Not as good as the stuff that I make, but still pretty good. I do a drier one. Mine's more like 24. It is good, though. I don't like that hand. I like that one way better. Alright, let's do it. We're gonna jam. So hard are we gonna jam? Put that Vitruvius in a new remote. Put that on it. Yeah, money up. Why not? Nice. We're gonna bluff it like an upgrade. Oh, that's cute. Okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. They are so focused on setup. What is happening in this deck that we are playing against? Come on and jam slam. No, we're gonna get kicked in the face. Yep. Get out of here. Come on and jam. Whew. We are going fast. But we gotta. We don't really have too much of a choice. Yeah, this is something I've talked about a lot. You know, I went to a meetup yesterday, and I was able to win a lot of my games by just abandoning being a shaper and having my shaper decks go off. Balder. Just covering me in cat hair. And just playing the way I need to, and when you do that, shaper just becomes a toolbox deck that is really good. The way you lose a shaper is when you get too beholden to your deck doing what it's supposed to do. Let's put that on issue. Yeah, they didn't check HQ, which I think is absolutely insane. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Rashida, or if we don't draw anything better, we're going to put Ikua in there and advance it once, because then we can Biotic to finish it. Yeah, so we'll do that, because if we drag them, there's a surveyor in here, right? No. They better actually like do something, or they are going to lose 100%. Like, there is a 100% chance they will lose next turn. I mean, come on in. That's true. This is the most ridiculous surveyor that's ever existed. This is so savage. I'm here for it. 100%. Yeah, I'm not convinced. Only strength 18. Yeah, I need like a gif of a hedonism bot from Futurama. Yeah, I seriously have no idea what they're doing. What's going to be the most cost-effective way to tax? Probably this IP block. Actually, I don't think they can get through everything. Yeah, I don't have to res anything here. They can't get through. I don't have to res anything. They can't get through. Those walls of static. Pew, 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 pew. I mean, they can't. Wall of static needs to be on the MWL. 1 credit short. Good game. All right, let's do another one. Live fast, beat ass. Let's do it. I like this hand. This is good. Yeah, let's do that. Uh-oh. Some sort of parate. Yeah, they're like, yeah, I don't want none of that. Hey, Thomas, thank you very much for the deck suggestion and for hanging out. It was really rad. And we're going to keep your legacy going. Yeah, we're just gonna go way too fast for what this type of deck can do. Yeah, they can't let that hang around. There's virtually no threat here for us. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to Turing in a new remote, and we're going to put the Jeeves in there, and then we're going to advance this twice. Keep it moving, keep the pressure up, but if we can get the Vitruvius token, this game completely, or 2 Vitruvius tokens, this game completely flips on its head. Man, I miss that deck so much, Grim Sleeper, the Spy Cams Haley. That deck was so fun with the Panchachantra and what was that called? It was Destroyer. Oh man, what was that one cost program that like boosted for a ton and you would turn the ice into a destroyer? I'm gonna have to look it up. Sharpshooter. That's what it was called. Thank you. Now we're rocking and rolling. Man, that deck was so fun. People hated it, but I really enjoyed it. I have no idea what our opponent is going to do about what we're building. Like, I love Shaper as much as the next person, but we are playing a lot of people who don't understand that, like, you have to abandon your plan. Sometimes. Alright. So, let's draw. Yeah, gingerbread's not good enough. Yeah, it's just worse. I have no idea what's happening in our lives right now. One, two, three. I think the really wild thing here is our opponent is just like not checking our hand at all. Yeah, I just don't understand what their game plan is. Like, they're obviously building towards some sort of large-scale combo, but I don't get what it is. Unless they're doing some sort of thing where they pop all of the all-nighters and do like a multiple notoriety play, something like that, maybe. All right, we do need to armor up R&D somewhat. We'll put Vitruvii in there. We're incredibly rich. Okay, I can't even see everything that they have installed. I have no idea what they're doing. Yeah. If you have this much shit going on to do some sort of combo, like, I'm sorry, like, your deck is just not gonna have a high likelihood of coming together. Like, I don't understand what our opponent is going for here. Pre-res one of them, just in case. All right. I mean, again, this, like, literally doesn't matter. But, whatever. Because next, I'm going to just never advance this Ikawa project and get money. And then I'm just going to use these Vitruvius tokens to recur biotic labor a shitload of times. And our opponent will not be able to threaten it at all, so it literally will not matter. Oh yeah, I guess I could have just scored from hand. But, I mean, I can do it this way. Because multiple times I can make them use all of their trashables and then just embody them. Because they don't have any grappling hooks. Oh, you want to spend a bunch of your money on that? Go for it. Let's start a side game. That's cute. It's okay. I'd say a big thing with their deck is that their deck's not actually very good. Like, using the all-nighters for money is cute, but, like, who cares? Because I still get the Vitruvius counters on here. Yeah, some value sure gambles. Okay, so the source had to go. Which means that we can... Alright, so let's math this out. Can we win here? If we double biotic, that will put us up to 5 clicks. So that's not enough. Or let's draw. Let's draw. Oh, please click through it. Please. Oh. Alright, I have to admit, the odds of us making it through this, very low. But we're going to improve those odds. Them's the breaks. Good game. We probably had an out there that I didn't see. don't know. It's good. Only one corporate sales team. Whew. Woof. Probably should have just moneyed up and gone for the fast advance victory there. I don't know. It's tough. Alright. Well, don't forget, everybody, 9 p.m. tonight, which reminds me, you need to set an alarm. Set an alarm for 8:45 p.m.
Okay.
So, I'm going to be interviewing Greg Tung, the lead developer, or designer, for Project NISEI. We're going to have a little discussion about how he imagines the future of Netrunner's card pool, his design ethos, and how we can all help contribute to the game moving forward. I do not like this hand. We're going to mulligan that. We're going to say to Mr. G. Riley, looks like, or JL, maybe, good luck, have fun. And we're going to see how we do. Alright, so we are going to put that down in a new remote. And we'll put an ice on it. And then we're going to put this guy on R&D, and we're going to get $1. Now, depending on what happens money-wise, we may not even res the ice that's protecting Jeeves. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, okay. So in this situation, we're not going to res, because if they're willing to burn literally every penny of starting money they have to get rid of Jeeves, they 100% earned it. Yeah, they're not going to do that. Coming in hot. They could get the Ikawa here. They don't get it. Fortunate. Right. So we're gonna... Then we're gonna armor up HQ. We are not drawing the nuts these games. We are drawing into some heavy agenda hands. Alright, we really need some money. I would love it if you went down to 2 credits getting rid of that. It would mean so much to me. No time like the present. Oh, I did that completely backwards. We gotta get rid of some stuff. These gatekeepers aren't gonna be... Ivy block's probably not gonna be great. Anything with a trace on it's not gonna be great. And we'll put an Ico in the bin because I'm bad at this game. Alright. So if they click through here, they can't actually steal the Icoa. Which is exciting. Because that's an entire turn burned to not get the agenda. Alright. So this turn... we're going to do it like that. We're going to get the Jinja into the server, but we're going to bluff it like it could be an Ash. If we can get some free installs on this remote, we'll be in pretty okay shape. Let's draw. Let's advance. And advance. This is a pretty large investment for our opponent. So we can even try to slow roll somewhat. Because with installing Black Orchestra, they have to spend 9 to get through Turing if they want to be able to get the agenda. We're not in a great situation money-wise, though. I wonder if they'll trash that one. We gotta clear this out. But we're at 5 points, and that is not nothing. Probably the other Ginger Grid's gotta go. We're at 5 points, and they're at nothing. Now, we're gonna have a couple of really bad turns, but such is life. When you're playing non-sportsmental. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this and this in there, and we're going to click for $2. Like the grown adults that we are. We gotta try to force some of these tools to get used up. Not gonna go for it. Interesting. Alright, so we're gonna use Rashida here. Let's see what we pick up. Nothing super interesting, but we do get out of money hell. which is very nice. So we are going to put this into server 1, piggyback that into it. And we'll put that in a new remote to try to eat up a click. Because our opponent still doesn't have a great way to deal with it. We may just win on pure rush here. With a single Turing as our defense. Whew. All right, I'm going to say 2. Let's res the other one and say 2. We got it, kids. We did it. We've rushed super hard. And we got it. Good game. Gotta go fast. Alright. So I'm gonna make a gutsy play. I hope you'll come along with me. We're gonna say GLHF, and we're gonna go for the gutsiest play. New remote. We'll put an ice on it. We'll advance it once. Nobody ever checks HQ when I do this type of nonsense. But I'll take it. Because that corporate sales team is going to be a ton of value for us over the course of this game. Just, we got to go super duper fast. That's a smart play. Yeah, just getting the breakers out early. Improving their ability to threaten. Peace in our time. I love to see that on a turn where I draw 2 agendas. Alright, so let's res Rashida. And let's go right for the jugular. Let's go right for the SSL. Double money. Well, I mean, you have to think of it also. I mean, I'm being a little bit flippant, but you have to think of it from the other person's perspective. You know, from their perspective, we're just jamming. The likelihood that we're, like, completely flooded with half of our agendas, super low. I'm gonna bluff. I'm gonna go boo. We have so much drip. We have more drip than our body physically has room for. If we don't lose this turn, we win next turn. Alright, if they spend one more click... Okay, if this isn't an agenda, there's no way they can win. Okay, that's it. That's the game. We just jammy-faced. What a game. Hey, man. We'll take it. We'll take whatever we can get. Against 419, doesn't feel great. I like that a lot better. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little feint. We're gonna give him the old GLHF. Also, stop the tyranny of papyrus font, everybody. And Comic Sans on your small brewery label. I mean, alright. Now this is probably a 419 Apocalypse deck. Worth noting. So we may end up using this Jinja. Yeah, so here's what we're probably going to use this Jinja for. We're going to use this Jinja to pile up ice on R&D to make their Apocalypse really hard. That's what we're going to do. Having to play real 5/3s is the worst. The worst. No, you can see it. What kind of barrier breaker? I imagine this kind of deck is probably just using Amakua. And, oh no, Fairy, that's not bad. That's not terrible, even though it's only one-time use. But it certainly feeds into, like, a Apocalypse plan more. Out you go. Right. Pad tab. Interesting. Our opponent is going to have to set up more of their deck if they want to contest what we're doing. All right. I don't know how much I care about these pad tabs. Paragon's a nice play. So I'm considering putting this Turing on archives because if they are on some kind of APOC style play, then it makes it so that they can't use Turing. I don't know. What do y'all think? Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to put that in the new remote. We're going to put that on it. We're going to put that on archives. We're going to put that in an entirely new remote. And then we're also going to gain $1. We're just going to try to click compress our friend here as much as humanly possible. And that also empties out our hands, so we have the ability to play Violet if we want next turn. And this is the start of our scoring remote. So they got us with the falsified. I guess the question is whether or not they want to spend money to come get it. I mean, the impetus is on us. They don't have to do much. They're gonna go for it. I don't think we boost here. We just put the additional tax on them. I wonder if they'll check the other card. They won't trash it, but they may waste a click on it, which would be nice. Runners are so rich these days. It's really wild. Okay. So, we're going to UVC. We are going to install in server 3. We're going to piggyback with ASA. And then we're going to IPO. That gatekeeper's sitting very pretty because they need to install another breaker and use Maxwell in order to be able to get into there, all without seeing gatekeeper. So I think we're relatively safe, and we should be able to get a Vitruvius with a counter here, which would be really, really lovely. Or I might do a base Vitruvius and then get the corporate sales team in there. I think based on the absence of breakers we're seeing, inside job. Yeah, 100%. You earned that. Hit the biotic. Come on, hit the biotic, please. Or if they hit the Ikua, that's also good. Okay. Well, that's less good. So I guess in this case, we're just going to advance, 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 so we can get the Vitruvius with the counter. And we got to just keep jamming, right? That's all we can do in this wild world that we live in. These walls of static are sitting very pretty for us. I'm pretty pleased with them. So that could become an inside job, so that's important to keep track of. We're going to bluff it like a 4-2. coming in hot. Okay, we could end up losing here. Well, we lose. Alright, I have to hit the restroom. I will be right back. Alright, we are back. That is our arch nemesis. Throw that fucking hand back into the abyss. Holy shit. Rip deal. I wonder if this is a levy-less max. That would be something, wouldn't it? Yep. No levy. Yeah, it seems right. Let's do that. Let's start jamming, baby. Are we gonna get apocalypsed? Oh, phew. Alright, so we're gonna advance this once. We're gonna put this on R&D. We're gonna save the lateral growth so our HQ is still got a little bit of padding. We can really afford to slow roll here. Ho ho. So that's the last one that we get for free. So let's go ahead, lateral growth this onto HQ, since we know that they're using AI breakers. I play the Arkham Horror LCG. I played Conquest. I played Star Wars. I also play Armada and X-Wing. Interesting. Looks like some sort of by any means play is what we're probably coming up against here. Wonder what they could be doing. Guess we're gonna find out. So let's put this in a new remote. Let's put this. We're not gonna be so bold to believe that Jeeves is gonna stay on the table. It's basically a Mumbad virtual tour. Wireless Net Pavilion. Definitely some sort of paparazzi play. Where they're going to do like a huge counter surveillance with by any means, so they just trash the whole deck so they don't have to worry about accessing traps, and then they can use Hades Shard to access the agendas after the fact. They're moving very slow though. It's going to enable us to just keep going. This is not a very good scene for them, though, because they're going very slow compared to us. Strange that they're not even contesting the Jeeves. Oh, that's cute. I'm doing the Hades Shard. Lots of draw trick. Get some more options out. Get ready for whatever it is that they're going to be doing. I mean, I think unless something wild happens, we have this. But wild shit happens all the time in this game that we call Netrunner. I have to have listers in here somewhere, right? Or I guess more accurately, they have to get rid of this Jeeves. If they don't, they'll just lose next turn. Yeah, here it is. The counter surveillance is going to go down. We're not going to res that, but we will res this IP block. Or will we? You know what? I think we'll just let them have it. It's not costing them any money. And that's all they get to do this turn. Just gotta whittle away, I'd say. Keep digging. So I think this next turn, we're just going to purge, and then we're going to put Vitruvius down. With a batting. That should do it. Yeah, they're not going to have enough. Because they can't steal an Ikawa if they see it. It's unfortunate. Good game. Which it looks like they did see one, which feels bad. What about you, Pompey? Do you play any of the other lifestyle games? Oh, somebody has a corp game up. Let's play a corp game. Yeah, this seems right. Keep. I siphon money from them. They siphon money from me. It's symmetry. All right, so let's go in here and we're gonna say asset. Let's go take away all that money. Then let's go in there and track Spad campaign. Let's draw. What I'm really hoping for is a turn where they'll put down a bunch of assets and then we can just apocalypse them. All those pre-resed assets. .419's ability is so effective in close games, it's unreal. $15? Surprising. Let's say asset. Yeah, I don't want any of that. So there's a Sandman. Gotta dig deep. That's probably the Sandman. Let's go get rid of that. Hey, everybody watching on Twitch, make sure, I was having this discussion a little earlier, make sure you know that, the best way to support the channel, if you want to keep the channel moving as far as, like, upgrades and new software, things like that, is to just hit me up with the Twitch subscription. Because, right now, it's in kind of a weird limbo state. I know a lot of people are just kind of like waiting for NISEI to be able to take over, but in this intermediate period, we've been in kind of a weird space. Oh, I love those pre-reses. Alright, so whatever that ice is, unless it's an IP block, or even if it is an IP block, I don't know that we rightly care. I think now is a somewhat decent term to APOC. Rest in peace, my old friend. Show me what you're working with. Hey, Shishone, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Now, one thing that is notable is that we do not have a fracture of any kind. We need to get the other Amakua down sooner rather than later. So we can benefit off of the ability a little bit more. All right. A surprise assimilator. I don't know if that's worth the 5 influence. I'm going to try to force the ice res on R&D since we have the Dean Lister to back it up. And as long as it's not another wrap, we should be okay. Yeah, that'd get even better, so let's go ahead and do that. What is this? TLDR? Yeah, let's go ahead and break that. It's going to be Endless Eula. Oh no! That's way better than it having been Endless Eula. I wonder what's on archives then. That wouldn't be the Endless Eula, right? We have bankrolls in here, right? We just haven't seen them. You were in that one. Alright. Let's go over here. I have to imagine that somewhere in here I mean, we can just money up and wait for the next apocalypse. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say asset or agenda. Oh, I was wrong. Okay. Yeah, we got everything we need. Hopefully this next pull will get us the apocalypse, because we have everything else that we need. We're just waiting. That's also very good. Especially since a huge amount of our opponent's ice has already been committed. I think after we land this one, this is pretty much the end of the game. Especially since our opponent has 0 agenda scored. Oh, wow. They're going to play Ad Blitz in this type of scenario. Okay. So let's math this out. I think we can wait even another turn. I think we could just money up. Yeah, 100% the opposite of our games with Asa. The really nice thing about this server that they don't realize is we're going to let it fire and force them to put some of our breakers back into our hands. And we're just going to do our little shredded wheat here. So HQ is the most contentious. So we're going to do that first. This is another wraparound. It's not great. It's a toll booth. That's not great either. But it's manageable. And we bypass the second piece. Don't get to access anything. We're going to inside job archives. And then here, we're going to let everything fire. And now they realize that they have inadvertently helped us. They probably won't give us the Eater back. They'll probably give us the 2 Amakuas, which would make the most sense. Because at least that's something where we have to work for it. Oh, they gave us the Eater. I'm really surprised by that. Alright, all your stuff into the bin. Yeah, that's a very rough state of affairs for them. I have to imagine with what's been going on thus far, they can't be on a very high agenda density. What would be really crucial to draw right now would be, we've only used 1 diversion of funds. I'd really like to draw another one. Go into archives. Let's see what's going on there. Let's just hit it like the boss champions of the world that we are, since they cannot commit most likely more ice to that, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 out of probably somewhere between 14 or 12 and 16 ice is in the bin. They may have like literally nothing left. We're gonna just keep savaging their hand, because I based on my experience playing against and as Spark, I think at most they could have 2 additional ice waiting in the wings. So that's a pop-up. There's 1 pop-up in the bin. Of course, they are definitely playing 3, so we have to be advised. If they were smart, which it doesn't look like, they may not have just been drawing the nuts. So, playing Ad Blitz. Gutsy play. See, the thing I don't like about Ad Blitz is you have to res everything. And that's just a very low value proposition against my deck. Because now they have no money to res anything. This is probably the other pop-up. Right. That's the other pop-up, okay. I mean, I guess the biggest issue is they haven't moved themselves meaningfully towards actually winning the game. With all these open servers, we can just keep mining. Because this is a credit and a counter on Amakua each time we do it. So we just need to draw into yeah. Oh, we're probably gonna get a 5-3 here. Ooh, a Grendel. That's neat. I don't know the degree to which that helps them, but yeah, none of this other stuff really super matters now. Because they still haven't scored any points. Like, I guess I'm just not really understanding what they're going for here. Or we just win that way. Good game. Huh. Yeah, the deck has a ton of ice, but like, you can't be at 10 cards left in the deck and just not have tried to score a single agenda. I guess the idea is to try to throw you into money hell. I like this. This is a decent starting hand. This will probably be the last one I do for today. We've been streaming for a good long while. Medical breakthrough. Interesting. Okay. I mean, if you already know I have bypass effects, maybe you don't naked advance an agenda. Just a thought. But I digress. Alright, this person does not appear to be here. Alright, well, let's try to get one more ASA game in then. Live fast, beat ass. Let's do it. We've been having some fun. That's for sure. Apocalypse 419. It's really not a bad deck. It's pretty solid. All right. Let's get in here with the 419. Ah, we don't pull cards out of the bin anyway. This is perfect. Good luck, have fun. I like this. This is a perfect opener. I don't know about all that. It's a card that you definitely have to work very hard to play around. It's not like it's an easy to play card. And there are counters to it. People just don't like to play them. That's not the same as a card being overpowered. It's kind of like there are cards that you can play that make your CTM matchup significantly better as like non-Val people. People just don't play them. That's not the same as something being overpowered. You know what I'm saying? Give me that money. But yeah, I agree that it's a very, very impactful card. I'd say one of the biggest things that has made the 419 deck so impactful is the combination of the Apocalypse with the Amakua. Because 419, because of the identity ability, has the ability to really lean on the turtle more than other people do. And he gets more rewarded for it. Alright, well, I guess we're just in this mode where, like, nobody is going to stay in a game with us. Alright, if this game washes out, then we're going to have to dip. Good luck, have fun. The first hand was better. I should have kept it. Wow. Okay. Scorpios is a fine identity for fine netrunners. Zealous Judge. Hey, Avers. Okay, fine. I mean, we're so dead. But they earned it. 100%. They drew the nuts, and we ran too much early. And sometimes, when you draw the nuts as Wayland, you come away with a win. We're so dead. Yep. Good game, well played. Alright, everybody. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come hang out. I really appreciate everybody who comes and hangs out when I play Netrunner. If you want to support the channel, please consider becoming a patron, or the easiest way is just subscribing on Twitch. You get your Balder emote. It would help me cover a lot of the software licenses and the equipment that I use to make the channel solid. And in addition to that, make sure that tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, that you come hang out. We're going to be doing a live interview with Greg Tung from the NISEI board. We're going to be discussing his design ethos and where he imagines the future of Netrunner's card pool once it is in the hands of the NISEI board. So that'll be a good one. I hope everybody will stop by, and until I see you all again, always be running.